Okay, joining us now is Democratic Congressman John Mannion of New York. He sits on the Committee on Education and the Workforce and is a former high school teacher. Bless you. I think you were there for 28 years. That is quite a feat, sir. First of all, do you accept that even without congressional approval, Trump can essentially dissolve the Department of Education the same way he did with USAID?
Thank you so much for having me on. First of all, what I'd like to say is, teaching is the most gratifying profession you can be a part of, and it's one of the most challenging. And I was there for 28 years. I'm also a parent. It's clear that departments like the Department of Education must be created by Congress. And then if we are going to make changes within them, it's going to require legislative action. We've seen, and one of your previous spots talked about what happens in the courts, and this would clearly go into the courts. Dismantling the Department of Education is going to cause chaos. It's going to cause chaos for kids. Real chaos in red states and blue states, urban and rural communities. We love our public schools where I'm from in central New York in the Mohawk Valley. They're the core of our communities. We trust our teachers, and I believe this action is short-sighted and illegal.
What will crushing the Department of Education mean to parents, to children, and to teachers in your state and states across the country?
So the Department of Education legislation came out of that, like the Individuals with Disabilities in Education Act, and there are protections there so that all students receive a free, appropriate public education in an individualized setting. I didn't just teach AP Biology and Chemistry, I also taught a 15-to-1 living environment class. It's the legislation that protects the funding that comes out of the Department of Education to make sure that these kids get the speech services they need, the individual services that they need. And when you strip away a Department of Education that is intentional in protecting these kids and their rights, and the parents that sat in those CSA meetings that fought for the rights so that their kids could achieve their American dream and seek their passion, that's why we have the department. I stand unapologetically with our public schools and oppose this action.
All right, I want to talk to you about something else in politics. There is this schism that seems to be happening, and it's been going on for quite some time between progressives and moderates. And they're sort of trying to find, some of the moderates trying to find any common ground they can with Republicans. But Democrats lost ground to Republicans in the 2024 election. And now Punchbowl News is reporting that House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries and other party leaders brought in some of the Democrats, including Jasmine Crockett, who have been the most feisty and vocal against Trump, and they were dressed down for that. What do you think of that?
Well, listen, I am not aware of that. I know this. I know where I'm from. I've lived in central New York, in Syracuse, my entire life. So I understand my community, and we are a down the middle district. So I have to work with Republicans and Democrats, and I've been successful in doing so. And I think the people of my region have responded to that. So you have to be a good reflection of your district. I believe that I'm a good reflection of my district. When I was a state senator just a short time ago, 29 of my 33 municipalities that I represented were run by Republicans. So we all need to work together. We do, but we also need to stand up for what's right. In central New York, we know right from wrong. And some of these actions are not just wrong, they're unconstitutional. It's our job to stand up and call that out, regardless of party.
The midterms are less than a couple of years away. You were able to beat a Republican incumbent in your district. What lessons should Democrats learn about how you did that?
Well, listen, I believe that over the course of my lifetime, I have deep connections and I've earned the trust of individuals. Parents trust teachers. I was a teacher for 28 years. I was a teacher in an urban setting, but also for about the last 20, I was in a suburban, conservative leaning area of the region. So I served in a very apolitical way. I represented teachers while I was still teaching, but you got to know your communities. And in central New York, we had some difficult times with the manufacturing job losses of the 70s, 80s, and 90s. I watched our elected officials be strong advocates, be positive, be diplomatic, and work with everyone. That's what works with my district. And I know that other elected officials and candidates, they know their districts. They've got to work for their district and work to represent everybody. I believe my success was because of my deep roots there and my ability to work with everyone and call out my own side when necessary.
Congressman John Mannion, thank you so much. Appreciate you coming on this morning, and thank you for all your many years of teaching in the public school district. I know that is not easy, but it can be quite rewarding.
Thank you so much.